and we were researching
furniture. So,
well, it's the next day. Today is day 4 of our renovation. Last night we moved the new flooring into the house, but yeah, last night we finished the dining room. We were researching last night about this underlayment. On the instruction, it says do not install any underlayment for this type of flooring, which is LVP. So yeah, we're gonna remove this. But tonight we're also gonna paint the ceiling. Hopefully we can finish the vapor barriers for the breakfast nook and the living room tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna install the new flooring over there. And yeah, let's see how it goes.
so we're blessed enough to have the owner leave all of the paint that they didn't use. So what I'm gonna do is I ran to Home Depot just to grab some paint sticks. We grabbed just a little small paint set. Goal is to go ahead and knock out this little bit of painting that we have to do before we get started on the floor, just in case we make some mistakes. Let me go ahead and open this. All right, so that's the paint itself. It doesn't look horrible, but it's definitely only a little bit of paint left. So let's give this a little spin and see. Okay, so the consistency is pretty well. It's still good. It isn't clumped up or anything. So I think we'll be fine to continue to use this, which will save us a lot of money in the long run. Paint barrels, I believe this is a 5-gallon bucket, but this would be easily $150 for paint. We know that there's other quality paints. This is a Sherwin-Williams paint, and I believe this is a good paint from them. This is what they used originally, so we're just trying to save money and just use the same original paint. So this paint may not be good though. I think I may have to mix it up some more. Thank you.
See all those spots? Because the paint is old, we're trying to get these clumps out.
It's just chunks of paint that's You see what I'm talking about? No, it's just the paint.
You can use strainer.
So we are pretty much straining this paint because this paint is kind of old, and you could see it here. It's just kind of clumping up, and just to make it a little bit easier on us, we're just gonna strain it once really quick.
So we decided to use a regular kitchen strainer since we're gonna throw this one away anyway. And just now while I'm editing, I was like, let me look it up. So I just googled what we actually should have done in that situation. Apparently, you're supposed to check the smell and the texture. If it smells sour or has a jelly like texture, it's a no go. Luckily, ours was still usable, even though it had a lot of clumps. But that was really just because we didn't mix it well. So, yeah, let's get back to the video.
The area right in front of your head, right above you. That's the one that you did before?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, so yesterday we basically started doing the drywall. We were going to do the vapor barrier, but we got tired, so we kind of went to sleep a little bit earlier. So we're going to do the vapor barrier in the living room and at least start on some of the floor as well. But first, I think we got to get rid of all of this furniture. So,
Say no what?
oh.
3, 2, 1.
So now we're just gonna put the vapor barrier down. We got a little pieces over there that we need to get, probably with a little saw or something, or some pliers. We'll pull that up and then get the vapor barrier down. So let's do it.
How long did it take to dry?
We can do these first few rows because it doesn't start till here, so we can still do the corner and all of that first. So yeah, we just went with a simple moisture barrier, the vapor barrier. We already have padding, underlayment on our flooring, so we don't need to get that, and it's actually not recommended to have too much actual underlayment. So in the dining room, we had a little bit, as we showed in one of the other videos. We just decided to remove all of that. Should be good now. So let's go ahead and lay this down. It's a little bit bigger than I thought. I thought it was just going to be a couple of rows, but it's an actual full sheet. We wanted to see how big it was at first before we bought a few, because I believe those were like $25 a pop or something like that. So not relatively cheap for the size, and they cover 200 square feet. We have about 1,400 here just in the downstairs, so we'll definitely have to get some more. We could put the vapor barrier over this. I don't think it's gonna stop anything.
Well, that was a mistake. So we made a mistake by not sending down the filler. I had watched a bunch of tutorials on fixing concrete cracks, and the process seemed simple. Clean out the crack, apply the filler, smooth it, and sand once it's dry. But we skipped the last step. Luckily, our cracks were not deep or wide, and I smoothed the filler as flat as possible, just like one of the professionals did in his video. So we don't think it'll be a problem? I mean, we really hope we don't have to fix it later on. Well, anyway, in the next video, we'll be moving on to the next step of our floor projects.
Bit chaotic happening.
Okay, we have to finish here. Bye bye.